So yeah, hi guys, welcome to another video of Jack Does Pokemon. In this video I just want to be explaining what's in my deck, so the deck I'm using now. As you can tell, it's a fairy deck using Xerneas and Aromatisse. So yeah, it's a pretty good deck, I enjoy using it. So I'm just going to adjust the camera a minute, bear with me. Ooh, there we go, so you just see the cards better. Right, so there we go. So as you can see, in this deck I use 3 Xerneas EX. Xerneas is a pretty good card. I don't mind it. I wish it could do a bit more damage, but I do run Muscle Band. But I just find that X-Blast always falls short, but it's not too bad when you use it with Breakthrough, taking some damage off. And like attacking the bench as well as the active. So it links well, so it's not too bad. And with Muscle Band, it makes it a little bit more deadly. Okay, so that's Xerneas EX. So with that, I run 3 baby Xerneas. Most people run 2. I run 3 because I think they're so good. I really just want to definitely have it to start, as Geomancy is just such a good attack. It allows you to get 2 energies out from your deck onto your Pokemon, and allows you to start, fairy transferring around with Aromatisse and just bringing out and then slowly taking out your opponent's Pokemon. So I think it's just really good. So I definitely run 3 in there. So along with the Xerneas as the attackers, I use Mewtwo for now. I want to use Yveltal. Thing is, for now Mewtwo will do. Just because I need a few more cards. Other than that, I think Mewtwo is just as good as Yveltal. I don't know, because I like the 2 DCE double colourless it needs for the attack cost. I think that's a bit better than the dark colourless that Yveltal needs. Because I don't really like running Rainbow Energies, because I don't really like how they put you to a disadvantage of doing 10 damage each time you attach it. You can move them around, which is pretty good, so I'm just still thinking of it, but for now I'm just going to keep Mewtwo in, because it fits in this deck pretty well. So to keep this deck all nice and consistent, I like... Oh, crap. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, to keep this deck all nice and consistent, I like to run a good old Jirachi here. Stellar Guidance, the ability allows you to get a support when you put Jirachi into your bench from your hand. And I think that is just a brilliant ability. It allows you to get that support when you have no drawing cards in your hand, or if there's anything you need. It's just really good. I often use it to get like a Cold Res when I have like a full bench but no hand. So it just fills up your hand real fast, and it's just really good. It's won me a lot of games. So yeah, so we're now on to the main component of the deck. Aromatisse with the ability Fairy Transfer. That's the only thing I use it for. That's the only thing anyone else uses it for. It's a really good ability, and it's really fun to use. It basically allows you to, with the energy you have in play on whatever Pokemon, you can move it around to whatever Pokemon you choose. So like, a good time to use it in a game is, say all your energy is on your active Pokemon and you don't want to lose all that energy when you get knocked out. You can Fairy Transfer onto another Pokemon, that Pokemon gets knocked out, and you keep all your energy, so when you bring out your next Pokemon, you can Fairy Transfer all the energy back onto it and attack. So it's a pretty good ability. There's been a lot of abilities like this in the past, with Hydreigon and things, but this is the most popular one at the moment because I don't know, Fairy's new, and I don't know, it's just really fun to use, especially in Kangaskhan decks and the big basic deck. It works pretty well in that one. So obviously the 2 Spritzee to get Aromatisse out. I am eventually going to have 3 Spritzee, 3 Aromatisse. I just don't have the other Aromatisse yet. I've had so much difficulty getting it. It's unreal. We bought a booster box and loads of packs, and not even one. I had to buy these, didn't I? Yeah. I had to buy these from the local card shop we go to. So yeah. Moving on. Okay, so you can see here a 1/1 Slurpuff line. I put this in instead of Virizion EX simply because I haven't got the Rainbow Energies for Virizion to actually work. So obviously Slurpuff is better. It's a shame that I have to evolve it. It's a stage 1 Pokemon, but oh well. It's fairy energy instead of grass, so it's just a little bit. Has more synergy with this deck. But when I do decide to have Yveltal in here, obviously I'll put Virizion in here because then I'll have the Rainbow Energies and things. So yeah, for now that's the Pokemon. I'm going to go on to the trainers now. Alright, so these are my trainers. Well, supporters. I'll do supporters first. So I run 4N. Everyone knows what N does. It's a staple in all decks. I like having 4. It's just a nice card to refresh your hand. So I don't want to be talking about that too much because everyone knows about it. So up next, free Juniper. I don't like Juniper as much as N, so I only run 3. But again, it's still a staple in all decks. It's such a helpful card when you have like nothing in your hand and get this like a big hand of 7. It's brilliant. But even better card than that in my eyes is Colress, because this deck always has a big bench, and it's even better when your opponent has a big bench. You can play Colress, shuffle your hand into your deck, and draw as how many bench Pokemon there is, and that can be insane. Maximum 10. Maximum 10 cards you can draw from this, and it's one of the best cards, I think. So I always at least run 2 in a deck. So along with all those, I also have free Skylar. Skylar, again, a staple in all decks. Allows you to get out any item cards, any trainer cards you need, just to make your deck work. I often use Skylar to get out the muscle bands to be able to do more damage, or say the Stadium Fairy Garden. Allows me to retreat for free. It's a good thing to make your deck work and be a bit more lethal and consistent. It's really good. So I only run 1 of all these supporters just because I don't feel they're so important as the others, but they are nice to have in your deck. I'm thinking of running more Lysander, but for now I only run the 1. So I have 1 Pokemon Center Lady, just to, like when you're going up against, I don't know, poison decks, which I often do, as you can tell in my videos. It's nice to heal 60 and then all special conditions, which is brilliant. So I can always have 1 in my deck, or try to have 1. Sometimes there's not enough room, so I take it out because it's not that essential. But in this one there's room, so I thought I'd put it in. I haven't got a full art fan club yet. I want to, so they're all free. But I'm working on getting them. But yeah, I like to have 1 fan club just to get out the Pokemon as fast as I can. Just when I'm lagging behind and can't get them out. That's all, really. Lysander is a brilliant card. Everyone runs Lysander. People often say it's becoming a staple in decks now, but I only run the 1 because I feel that's all I need, really. So yeah, especially with my Ace Spec dowsing machine, which I'll talk about in a minute, you can use it over and over again if you need it more, but I feel only 1 is good enough. But I am thinking of running 1 more. But Lysander is good because it allows you, it's like a Pokemon catcher but in a supporter, and it's a lot more consistent than
flip.
So yeah, it's just without the flip. So yeah, so that's my supporters. They're pretty basic supporters. Everyone's seen them, everyone uses them. But they're mine, and it makes my deck run pretty good, I think. So yeah, on to the trainer and item cards. Alright, so these are the trainer and item cards. So yeah, to begin, my Ace Spec dowsing machine, like I said before. I see so many decks using dowsing machine because it's so useful. You can discard 2 cards and reuse a trainer card. Trainer card from your discard pile, which is just brilliant. I use it a lot to get my Lysander out again, or whatever I need. Say if I've run out of all 3 of my Fairy Gardens because they keep playing a different supporter, I can just get that, bring it back out and play it. So it's a really good Ace Spec. I've never really thought of using Computer Search, which is another good one, but I think this deck works really good with dowsing machine, so I just like using that one. So yeah, moving on. Muscle Band. Muscle Band is very important in this deck. That's why I run 3. Muscle Band is really good. It just allows you to do 20 more damage on top of what you're already doing, and I think that's brilliant. Definitely one of the best cards to come out in the X and Y sets, I believe. So yeah, I like running 3. It allows the Xerneas to do a lot more damage and just make it a little bit more lethal, because like I said, X-Bast always seems to fall short, only doing 140, which is a shame, because I think Xerneas is such a cool Pokemon. But I think with Muscle Band it makes it a lot more viable to use it and make this deck so much better. So yeah, free Fairy Garden to be able to retreat for free. Just why wouldn't you put that in this deck? I'm not going to have to talk about that. So with a Fairy Energy, it allows you to retreat for free. So just saving your Pokemon from being knocked out if they have lots of damage, and then bring out another one, Fairy transfer all the energies up, start attacking all over again. It's just a nice card. I like having 3. 4's too many, 3's plenty. Especially with Dowsing Machine. Evosoda I run 3 of, because I think getting Aromatisse out as soon as possible is going to really help you, especially because you really need to start attacking before your opponent does, because Xerneas isn't quite as good as Yveltal. So if you're going up against those Yveltal decks, you really need to be starting before them. And Yveltal decks are very fast at setting up, so just helping to get Aromatisse out as soon as possible, and maybe even the Slurpuff if you're going up against a poison deck or something that uses Hypnotoxic Laser. Just stops them from doing so much damage and knocking you out faster. Okay, so that's that. I like running 3. Maybe 2's enough. I like having 3. I'm thinking of taking 1 Evosoda out for 1 Lysander, because it's a little bit more important. But for now, 3 Evosoda will do. Just because it's important to get that Aromatisse out and everything. Okay, so Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball's pretty basic. It's Ultra Ball. Well, this is just your searching card for your Pokemon. Everyone uses Ultra Ball. It's one of the best. You discard 2 and get the Pokemon you want. I think about everyone runs 3. Some people run 4 if they really need to get those Pokemon out, but I like running 3. I've always run 3. So just to get the Pokemon out, I often use it to get like Xerneas. Sometimes what's it called? Sorry, I forgot. Jirachi, but I often use the level ball to get that, as its HP is 90. So yeah, talking about level ball, I run 2. I would run 3, but I felt 2's enough. Oh, sorry for knocking the camera there. But yeah, 2's enough, I found. It just helps you get this Spritzy, and then obviously the Jirachi when you need it. Okay, so that's enough of that. The next one, Startling Megaphone. Because I have Aromatisse with the ability, decks with Garbodor often obviously shuts down that ability. So having Startling Megaphone allows you to just halt your opponent, stop him from doing that, and obviously gives you a chance to take out Garbodor and allows your deck to work. It's just a nice card. I run 1. That's all you need, really. So yeah. Next one is Professor's Lair. I only run one of these because I think that's all you need. It's just when you're running low on energies, it's nice to grab 2. It's usually used in later games when I don't have Baby Xerneas, using Geomancy to get all the energy in the field. I just play Professor Lair, get the energy I need, attach it, and then I carry on. One escape rope. This is a recent addition to this deck because I was thinking what to put in it, just to help it a little, because sometimes Fairy Garden, you just can't get Fairy Garden out, because whether it's prized, it's in the discard pile, or you just can't seem to get it out. I think having an escape rope there really allows you to, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a backup to get out of the active spot, out of the way of harm, bring out another Pokemon, and then again it's also a way of getting your opponents to switch Pokemon to one maybe you feel like you can knock out and get the prize and win. So like say like their active Pokemon is a massive EX Pokemon of tons of damage, and you just simply can't knock it out, and then you can use the escape rope. They have to swap their Pokemon for like I don't know, a little baby stage 2 Pokemon or basic Pokemon. This just depends. It's a very situational card, but it's a very good card in my eyes. So I put one in here just to help this deck. One energy retrieval. I often found that sometimes a Xerneas goes down and you can't help not having all the energy on there, and you just need to get some back because you're running low. So I've put one energy retrieval in here just for that reason, and that really helps, especially in the end game or towards the end of the game when you're running low on energy. It just helps you get some out, and then you can finish off that last EX Pokemon you need to get the 2 last prize cards. Okay, then finally we have Power Pad. Power Pad is a new card from the Flash Fire set, which I think is brilliant. It allows you to go into your discard pile and pull out 2 supporters and put them back into your deck. Another reason why I only run one of a few supporters, because you can just keep getting them back either with Dowsing Machine, like I said, or with Power Pad. It's brilliant. I think it should be a staple for all decks. However, I think 1 is enough. 1 or 2 is enough. So there you go. That's my trainer and item cards. So then all that's left is my energies. So I have about, I think it's 9 fairy energies and 8 fairy energies. 9 fairy energies and 2 DCs. That's enough for this deck. Obviously the 2 DCs for Xerneas, because it just allows you to attack a bit faster, and for Mewtwo. That's how it works so well in this deck. That's why I'm a bit reluctant to swap out for Yveltal, but Yveltal's a bit better than Mewtwo. So yeah, like I said, 9 fairy energies is enough for this deck, I've found. Any more will be a bit too much, because you still need a few cards. But other than a bit less could work still, but 9's a good number, I found. So that's my deck. It's not finished and it's not the best, but it has won me a lot of games, and it's very fun. It's one of the most fun decks I've ever played. Yeah. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just me showing off my deck, telling you what's in it. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe and like for more videos. This is JackDP Pokemon. Goodbye.